I'm going to do an insight video today. I haven't done one for a few days. Been going through a lot of transformation, a lot of transmutation within myself. This works with Saint Germain and the Violet Flame, which doesn't just work with Saint Germain. It works with Raziel and Lord Melchizedek as well. Lord Melchizedek is like a universal teacher that brings universal wisdom and truth um, to us, consciously bringing us information and insight. Raziel works with, again, keys of consciousness, is all to do with universal truths, universal laws. And universal laws and universal truths are really a reflection, again, of living with Source. That's one of the things that when I was connecting this morning, I've always been saying living from Source. And I feel like when I was connecting in this morning, with like the beings that were bringing insight and wisdom, they were saying about living with Source. So it's about, again, it's about this integration. It's about Source energy. It's about starting to live within Source energy, because all creation is within Source energy. Source energy is the manifestation and creation of all reality, of all dimensions, of all yeah, of all reality, all dimensions, of all consciousness. And this is what the universal beings are like, teach us and tell us about this state of oneness. And oneness is this state of living within Source, and it's living within vibration and frequency, and using energy and light and vibration and color and all these different frequencies to start to live in a more sort of harmonious way with Source energy. And Source energy, once you start becoming conscious of it, you start to realize that this is a creative source and a creative energy and vibration and frequency that you can access and live from, to bring reality in line with harmony, and sort of bringing it in line with more purpose within your life. And we all know about purpose, because for me, sort of purpose, a spiritual purpose, is a vibrational frequency or something that aligns you and makes you feel happy, joyful. It makes you feel that you're doing whatever you're doing in life, brings you joy, brings you happiness, and brings you this sense of sort of like contentment. And purpose, your spiritual purpose, is that when you find something within your life that you do, for you know, that you create and you manifest within your reality, within your life, it that's your purpose. That aligns you. It makes you feel like life's joyful, like life's complete, life's brings vibrancy. It brings sort of like excitement, passion. All these kind of things are like part of purpose. Passion, joy, excitement, vibrancy are all part of like being in purpose, in your purpose. And this is what this time's about. There's many sort of beings that are bringing energy. I feel like there's, at the moment, I feel like Archangel Metatron. I feel like I've been seeing like magenta lately, and that seems to be the color connected to Archangel Metatron. Archangel Metatron was a being that walked on the planet years ago, and is very much like, in a sense, like the Ascended Masters. That it was Enoch, or Metatron was in human form, and then through his life, or their life, they managed to become sort of like this Archangel Metatron when they went into like the spiritual dimensions. Archangel Metatron is very works with sacred geometry, works with the tree of life, and the tree of life is symbolic of source energy and source vibration. It's seeing that all things are connected. The tree of life to me is again a direct sort of like example of oneness, the oneness vibration. And when you see like the tree of life, is symbolic of all the branches of all creation, of all manifestation. And Metatron brings this online, the connection to source energy, and this is again living within source. So what does this mean physically? What does this mean practically? Well, living within source is the understanding that you are a being of energy, of vibration, of frequency, and through that you can create through consciousness. And this is what oneness, so it connects directly to source. Living within source is again connecting with sort of like the understanding that, as a conscious being, that your reality is only a reflection of what you're creating and manifesting from your source, your essence within yourself. And this is a lot of what's coming online at the moment. Again, it's all around the fifth dimension, this new frequency that's coming on, that's awakening us to our spiritual vibrations and frequencies, but it also connects to things like Lemuria and Atlantis and all these other sort of the Arcturians, Syrians, all these other vibrational frequencies people are talking about at the moment. And what it's really saying to us is, once again, to remember that, that this consciousness and these spiritual cultures and sort of like Atlantis and Lemuria that were here like a long time ago, leave a vibration, leave a frequency, like Lemuria as well. And this is what this time's about. It's once again getting into those frequencies where we're aligned with source energy and we create and manifest from that. But we're also, again, it connects to things like the chakras. And I've talked about this. You've got like the 12 chakras, and they talk about the top one, which is the stellar gateway. Well, it's not top one, but I'm sure there's more chakras than that. But the ones we're conscious of at the moment, that I'm aware of, and then there are more, obviously. I'm getting the sort of like the number 21 in my head as I'm talking about this. So I'm sure there's more. But my consciousness talks about like the 12 sort of like the 12 chakras, and like the stellar gateway is very much connected to this. The stellar gateway is becoming an open source, where once again you're connected to the enlightened beings and these universal teachers and the great white brotherhood, all these beings that are bringing spiritual knowledge and wisdom back to this plane of existence, so we can come back into harmony and start to walk and live within source energy again. And this is what this time is about. I'm seeing a lot of colours at the moment. I'm seeing like turquoise, which is connected to Lemuria and connected to Atlantis, but it's also about sort of like mysticism. So it's about like creation and manifestation. Again, alchemy. It's very much around connected to alchemy as well. It's about protection as well, but protection to me is like security, secure knowing that that these beings are working with you. They're bringing you consciousness, they're bringing you understanding, and that actually they're helping to guide you through your life, through your experience, through your reality. They're bringing insight and wisdom to you, and the insight and wisdom again is coming back into living within source and that fifth dimensional reality. I'm seeing peach as well. Peach is a colour I've seen a few times, and I think it's connected to like new consciousness, new awareness, new vibrational frequencies that are coming into the planet. And it's very much around sort of like universal harmony, universal alignment, and union. Union is such an important word, and again it connects directly to the universal law of correspondence and the wisdom of it. Union is knowing that you are source energy, that you're at your vibration, your frequency is always sort of vibrating, and that you can access it at any moment, any time. It's also like transmutation, transformations around this as well, knowing that you can dissolve, release vibrations and frequencies. And the external world, which is the illusion, the 3D reality, is part of the 5D reality, and it's directly connected. But it's also the external world is only it's not true reality. The true reality is within the source energy, within the fifth dimension, which is the inner world, which is the universal law of correspondence. So again, it's trying to connect our consciousness to consciously create and manifest a reality that is in line with what makes us passionate, that makes us joyful, that makes us feel alive. And if you're not in that vibration, then it's about taking time to create and manifest it as daily practices of using vibrations, of using crystals, of using consciousness, using visioning. And this time's about that. This time's about that at the moment. So like I say, I'm getting a lot of colours at the moment. I every day I'm going into work and I'm using colours as a vibration, as a frequency, to clear and cleanse energy, but also to connect to my own source vibration and frequency. If you look at a rainbow is like all these colours that blend together, and they're throughout perfect harmony. But they're also sort of like they connect. These vibrations, these frequencies are like a bridge into like higher consciousness, higher awareness, because the colours are also connected as these vibrational, these rays, these frequencies that connect to ascended masters, and the rays that bring wisdom, they're wisdom rays. So like you've got like pink is about universal harmony, universal union, is about sort of like source energy, is about alignment. Then you've got like green, it's about like new growth, new beginnings, new awareness, new knowledge. You've got things like indigo, which is about sensitivity. Again, it's about vibration and frequency, and that we're all sort of like, we're all channels to this. We're all channels of frequency to this. You got red, which is around very physical. It's very much like connects to the physical earth, and it also connects to like the connection of like the physical vibration. But it's also like, I feel like red is also sort of like a color that, you know, in like when we talk about sort of like Reiki, they talk about something called Choku Rei, which is the first symbol, and it's about the universal light switch that opens you up. And I feel red's very much like this. It's opening you up to that physical energy, but it's also open you up to the universal energy. You got orange, which is very much like, it's very much around sort of like this harmony ray, this purification ray. It brings harmony, it brings union. It helps us with like, in a physical way, it helps us like psychological and emotional stuff. We can release it, and it also helps us with our physical thoughts and our consciousness. There's many sort of like, you got like violet, which is very much around that like higher wisdom, higher frequency, higher vibration. Like I said, it connects to like Raziel, Saint Germain, which, you know, ascended masters. You got blue, which is very much around sort of like, again, communication. It's about peace, serenity, and these colours all bring vibrations and frequencies, and they are very much connected to source energy and source reality. And this is what this time's about: is living within source. Colour makes a big difference, because it works like crystals, and it works with sort of like opening up your energy centers and chakras. Colour works on vibration. It can help shift your mood. Like yellow is very much around sort of like, for me, is like upliftment, creation, enlightenment, and it's also about sort of joy and about fun. You know, the yellow sort of like vibration, or the yellow frequency, I think, is very much around sort of when people talk about inner child. It sort of brings back that kind of playfulness of life, and seeing the magic and the mysticism of life. And it very much connects to, I always think it connects to like Lord Lanto as like the ascended master, which is about illumination, which is again about living from source. It's about your inner source and understanding it. And the illumination is when you living within source, then you're living within that source wisdom, that source energy, that source consciousness. So this time's very much around that. I can feel like, as I'm talking about this, my energy centers opening up. I can just feel a big line going down, straight down the middle, and I just feel like all of them starting to open up, and I feel like my light vibration, my light frequency within my physical body is starting to be activated by talking about this. So consciously, you know, this is part of like opening up as a channel, is having these thoughts, having these sort of experiences. You know, you might not see a vision straight away. You might not even see or connect to a guide or a being, but even thinking about shifting your consciousness is shifting from the 3D reality into a 5D reality, because you're starting to shift your consciousness, your awareness, to know that you are a being of light and energy, and to live from that is the starting point where we start to open up to source energy. And once you start to do that, you start to bring in information, insight, that you can start to then work towards and live within source, and start to create and manifest in line with your purpose, within your purpose for this reality, for this life. That's the insight for today anyway. Please like, comment, subscribe, share, and have a great day.